Today is a special day because it marks 4 years since I have uploaded anything on YouTube. So me and a bunch of my friends play League of Legends, and we've played League of Legends for many years now. But in January of 2025, I played Hearthstone for the first time. Unfortunately, I got addicted. Now I've been watching Hearthstone content since October of last year because I've been working on my own card game, and I kind of wanted to just absorb different card games, the design, the mechanics and stuff. And for context, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a teenager, and I remember I designed around like 200 to 300 cards on Yu-Gi-Oh card maker. So I just love designing stuff. While I was addicted to Hearthstone, just 2 weeks after I started playing, I started thinking about cards based on League of Legends champions that me and my friends play. Now, as it turns out, 3 of my friends have actually played Hearthstone a while back. So I made them review the cards that I made to see if I cooked or if I needed to go back to culinary school.
When did I start playing Hearthstone? It's a really great question. Probably 2019, 18
Okay.
I played. Okay, fuck playing. I've watched a lot of Raren.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of Regis. I've watched a lot of Brian. I don't play a lot.
Do you still play Hearthstone, or is it just Battlegrounds?
I play Battlegrounds.
Gotcha.
That's all I do.
What about you, Jay?
I played 2 expansions, Naxxramas and Mechs vs. Gnomes, at the very start of Hearthstone.
Okay. And do you still have you ever played the game since like 2016, or has it just been?
Nope.
Oh, okay, not at all. And what about you, Kirk?
Well, I've been playing Hearthstone since beta in 2014, off and on. And I've hit high legend. I've played the game just for fun. I enjoy building decks. I'm just kind of a card gamer. I've played Magic. I've played lots of card games. I've been there since friggin' Amaz. I've been there since...
Oh yeah.
I've been there since... Frig, what's his name? The biggest guy.
He used to play with Hafu a lot.
Yeah. Crip.
Crip, yeah.
Kripparrian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kripparrian, yeah.
I've been watching...
I fucking hate Kripparrian.
He's so resident
I can't,
sleeper.
man.
He's so resident sleeper. But yeah, I've been playing since I've been playing the whole time.
The thing is, at some point, I think in January, I was like, okay, well, maybe I should actually play Hearthstone if I'm gonna watch all these videos. And so I played Hearthstone, and I accidentally got super fucking addicted to it, and I just stopped working on my game altogether. But I will say, I still had like the itch for like making something. And so over the past month and a half, I have created some custom Hearthstone cards. But not just any Hearthstone cards, okay? I have made Hearthstone cards based on League of Legends champions that we all play.
Fuck yeah, okay.
And what we're going to be doing today is some card
I'm
reviews,
excited.
okay? As you know, in a pack of Hearthstone, there's 5 cards. So I have made a pack for Colton, Jay, Kirk, Dylan, TJ, Travis, Kate, and me. Which means we have I have 40 cards to show you guys, okay?
Holy.
Every pack contains at least 1 non-minion and 1 legendary card. One person has 2 legendary cards, but we'll get to it.
They're just better.
Exactly.
Than everyone else.
Also, for example, if you have a hero card, it will also have a new hero power, and that will count as 1 card, right? Again, if you have a card that has Gigantify, both cards will count as 1 because it's part of it, right? And at the end, since we have 8 packs to open, I'll have 3 tournament brackets, and then we'll go one-on-one until we determine which one of the 40 cards is the best, the worst, and the coolest. Before we get into it, I just want to clear a couple things out. So for the sake of emblem simplicity, every card will be into the Emerald Dream. I tried my best for text formatting and how cards are written. I come from Yu-Gi-Oh, which is interesting because Hearthstone is like the opposite, where the text has to be as efficient as possible, and Yu-Gi-Oh is the opposite. It's just a fucking Bible on every card. But I think overall, with like the punctuation and everything, I think I did a fairly good job. If you need me to clarify a card mechanic or anything, I'll do that on the spot. And after we've read the card or after the pack, if you guys have any tips on how to rephrase something, because you guys have seen so many cards, if you guys think there's a way, like the card should be rewritten a certain way, just let me know, 100%, and we'll talk about it, yeah. If you guys ever see a card with an effect that you think you've seen somewhere before, let me know. It's possible you don't remember the name, but just let me know if you think, I think this card already exists. Like, let me know on that. I'd be very curious. All right, I'm going to drop the first card here. Colton, you can read it, and then you guys can have thoughts.
Okay, so we have a 3-mana Warlock Warrior 1/5 Sion the Undead Juggernaut rare. Taunt Death Rattles. Summon a 1/5 Sion with charge. It dies at end of turn. Okay, so what is a Sion?
It's summon a
What-
5/1.
See, this is an undead. What type is Sion? Is Sion also an undead?
Yeah, Sion is an undead.
Yes.
Or is he a
in
zombie?
the thing. Yeah. He used to be alive, but
Okay.
he was resurrected basically by the Black Rose,
True.
I believe.
Yes. Yes, he was. He died by... Was it Irelia or Riven?
Uh,
Sion?
Sion? Jarvan.
Jarvan.
I
kills
think
him.
Jarvan, yeah.
It was
Well,
Jarvan.
because like Sion killed Jarvan's dad or his grandfather, I forget.
Grandfather.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. He killed the second.
Okay,
I
1/5
think.
taunt.
You guys
he
can all
killed the
pitch in,
first
by
one,
the way.
and Jarvan
Okay,
is
okay,
Jarvan
okay.
the fourth.
So this
Dies
is
at end of
I think
I-
this is kind of
Did-
crazy.
Do you guys know whose pack
So,
this is?
hold on.
I think this is pretty obvious.
So, first of all, technically, it dies at end of turn is wrong. Unless the Scion the Undead Juggernaut is dying at the end of turn. 'Cause
no.
it should
So hold on.
say,
This is
summon a 1/5 Scion with charge.
This
With-
dies?
In quotes, this dies at end of turn.
Oh, in
yes.
parentheses.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's on the card that you're summoning, not this card.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Warlock? I don't think Warlock cares for this.
This is definitely a warrior card.
This
But
is
if it's a
definitely
warrior
card, but it's like it's a slow.
I think this could be a
warrior
good
card.
zoo card though for Warlock.
You say
It's
that.
3 mana.
This is a.
3 mana,
Yeah, I'm gonna
1/5.
just say this. If this is like put in the meta currently, it is
How much is
very
the
well
monkey?
balanced. Funny enough. Funny enough.
is
This
the
is
I think
monkey?
this is good.
This is generally
exactly.
a good card.
It's. I think this is a good card. This is not. This is not bad because okay. So the reason it's good is because it's hard to kill, and if it's hard to kill, you can't abuse the 5/1 charge. The only way to abuse it is either triggering it multiple times, or finding a way to kill it immediately when it comes
Or
out.
monkey.
I think you would need to take out at least you'd have to use 2 cards to kill this thing.
Exactly.
And on top of that,
Okay.
because
on
like it
turn
doesn't
3.
die to swipe, you know what I mean, which is like 4 mana. You would probably have to be like something big from like 5-6 mana to like actually one tap it.
Exactly. This would be
You
like
know,
you would
I
need a
think-
turn.
so I think
you would
it is
need a
good.
4-drop. It is trading
And
up usually. I feel
the
like
fact
this
that
is
it's a
trading up most of
taunt,
the time.
The fact that it's taunt, I feel like Warlock wouldn't mind it in like a zoo. It kind of just gives a little bit of like breathing room.
This
but
what am
I
looking
think-
for? It's not a monkey, is it?
I think that the death rattle thing is just a really cool effect. Like you get your 5/1,
No, this. There
but
we go.
I think
I will say the way you worded it, maybe you knew this, and if you did, I will say good job and if you didn't, and maybe it's just something that I overlooked, most cards that are like this don't say at the end of your turn. They often say at the end of the turn.
Mhm.
yeah. So I think that the end of your turn is a good switch because this card will probably be dying most of the time on your opponent's turn, which then you can't get an
Exactly.
attack with it. But if it's at the end of your turn, then at least you get the attack with the 5/1.
Yep.
So the charge doesn't really matter, in my opinion.
Actually, it does. It does
But
because then if let's
can
say
kill it
he's
on your
clearing,
turn.
yeah,
yeah, exactly. You have the option of killing it on
In
your turn and getting
response
it.
to
But
this card, I would like to put a card in the chat.
Go ahead and put a card.
Sure.
So, 3 mana, 1/5 taunt.
Mhm.
Now we
Mhm.
have to think: is getting a 5/1 with charge that could die on your enemy's turn better than discovering another minion?
Oh, by the way, just to clarify,
Yes.
it does. It's on the end of your turn. This functions like a frail
Yes,
ghoul from undead.
But
So yeah.
if
for
it's
sure.
mage, it costs 2 mana to get rid of. If it's Death Knight, costs 2 mana to get rid of. If
What 2 mana
it's
card gets rid of it in 2 mana? And
Not-
hero
not
power.
Scion, not the Undead Juggernaut, but Sion. For an
Oh,
extra
the
2 mana, you
5/1.
no
Yeah,
longer
yeah.
have the Death Rattle.
Like mage could just kill this and then 2 mana
And then
kill
just
the.
ping it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I agree. The only
Yeah.
thing is that the
So-
Hearthstone standard right now is just so incredibly fast. We were playing me and Al
Yes.
and me and Necro were playing like just standard with a deck that he kind of made that was a little bit more mid-rangey, like later game. And we were just getting rolled, and like every game. And I even like
It was a terrible game,
I
to be
played
fair,
best.
but-
It's okay, yes,
night,
but
but-
like what I'm saying is
Mhm.
that it's the state of standard that is the reason
Kirk,
why
how
I feel like
many 3 or 4 mana cards would you say can deal with 5 health?
I don't think a lot personally.
for 4 mana cards, I feel like it's a lot. But what I'm saying, but then you're trading up, and then
Exactly.
if
I think it's
they're
good for
trading
mana.
for
It's,
Yeah, like,
it's
if this is
very
played on
good
turn 3.
mana wise.
yeah, if this
It
is played
makes
on
them
turn 3,
use
it's
a
good.
lot.
Because even with like the mage pinging it or like the death
They're
knight, like you're saying,
wasting
like
that.
I think that's
Exactly.
worth it.
So
I think that's
in-
worth it. Yeah.
So basically, the Sion is 3 mana for assumably at least 2 plus whatever it takes to get rid of this.
Yeah.
Because most classes will 2 mana, 1 damage. So it's 2 mana at least. If it takes 1 mana to get rid of the Sion, then it's even
1 mana 5
trade,
damage is a lot.
right?
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, that's a lot.
but
So
barely any classes have that. So you're
Exactly.
getting mana value out of it. And
Like,
it is
I do like the card.
All right.
it is
card- the card-
good.
I think we'll move on because we've got a lot of cards to go through, but I think you guys pretty much
Sure.
agree it is a pretty decent card. That's all
But
I'm
I
saying.
don't
It's pretty
think
mana
it's
efficient, right?
Warlock.
I don't think it's broken.
Yeah,
but I don't think
I-
it's bad.
No, it's very like I don't think it's warlock either. I think that a zoo deck could just use it. It's just a nice, good 3-drop. So like, and with taunt, so it could like help you with that. But
Mhm.
I think
And I think a
agree with
funny
both of them.
little and one more tidbit before we end. I think the Sion with charge should be a demon, if it's going to be a warrior, warlock. I think that'd be a little.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
think
so
that's
so the
funny.
reason why I use Warlock is because in my mind the Black Rose is Warlock, and this was summoned by the Black Rose, really. So this is
Exactly,
we're gonna
right?
see some
So
other
that's-
Black
Yeah.
Rose cards in here. Today,
that
so.
actually could be where I agree with Kirk there. Like where
Yeah.
regular Scion could be a demon instead of an undead.
Gotcha. We could do
You
that.
know what I'm
actually.
saying?
Yeah.
That could be something like that. And then that way, I don't know if there is anything in warlock that increases
Yes,
like
demons,
the demon shit.
Warlock works well with.
Yeah,
Undead, I
exactly.
don't think they work that well.
No.
Yeah, so
this
that
was
could
the
be
demon,
something
I
that would
feel like
Yeah,
hopefully
it'd be a lot
there's a
better.
clash here where
That's-
like Warlock is very demon, but the thing is that Sion himself is an undead, so it's like okay, well where does he fall, right? So
But
I
he
think
was
get it,
summoned.
the 5/1, I think the 5/1 can be undead, but I think the undead Juggernaut is a demon
Sure.
because that makes it discoverable,
Yeah. Sounds
and
good.
that makes
Oh,
them
okay,
a
understood,
lot
yep.
better.
True.
Yeah,
So now you
understood.
can discover
See-
them with demons.
Okay.
Stuff like
all right,
that.
Next.
Stuff like that
Okay,
is where
we-
you guys are gonna have to talk a little bit
Next
more with
card,
shit like
maybe?
that because I don't know stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
So
It's
for
cool.
like
It's cool.
for the actual races, that's your guys' category.
That's
Yeah,
why I
because I
also
won't-
just wanted to keep it at classes and things like that because I think that makes sense. That's pretty useful. All right, next
No, for
card.
sure.
All right, what do you guys think about? This is gonna be Jay's turn to read. Okay.
Okay. So this is a warrior card, a legendary warrior card, 7 mana, 6/6. Set the boss. Battle cry. Destroy the minion in front. Deal damage to the enemy hero and gain armor equal to its health. Okay.
Kirk,
Yeah.
we're thinking the same thing here, yeah?
Yeah. This is a little crazy.
That's fucking broken.
That's
But,
broken,
like-
dude.
That's broken.
disgusting.
So
Also, fuck the armor equal to its health. You're killing him with this card. This is a combo card. He's dead. Like, deal damage to the enemy hero equal to its health?
Equal to the
health-
equal to the health of the minion it destroys. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ceaseless. Like 10 damage. Like this is like
Bro, you just
Okay.
brought Priest back. Like,
so.
Priest gets this card somehow. I don't know how they're gonna discover it, but they're gonna
Okay.
get that card and they're gonna one-shot you. I could see the deck. Alright,
People are
warrior.
building. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's stop
Okay.
stroking. Let me think.
Holy. Okay.
So I'm
So you-
assuming when you say it should be red, destroy the minion in front of this minion, because I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Positionally,
don't
it's
think-
going to be the one that's going to be in front.
Yes.
However,
if-
I have to be careful with the amount of text that I put in, so I shorten it
I
to
know.
that. Yeah.
Understood. I feel like, I mean, it's a legendary, so like it's understood, but like destroy the minion in front, I feel is just like really fucking broken. Like that right there makes it like pretty like
And
anything
Because
in
you're not
removal.
targeting.
one
Because I'm
for-
assuming.
For 1/7 mana.
I'm
think
assuming-
what
yes,
we
hold
need
on, but I'm
to
assuming-
know and take careful with battle cries is that you can proc them multiple times.
Yeah.
So
Like
you're
imagine just
destroying,
bringing
like,
them
a
back
board.
to your hand and then just doing it again. Like,
Or
just-
playing this and then hitting it twice, and then it destroying 2 minions in a row, and it
Or you
fucking-
give this charge.
What's the card
This is very warrior.
that
You give
like
rush.
dwarf Indiana
That's
Jones
removal of these
character
two
that
things.
does battle cries twice?
Brand.
Oh, brand, yeah.
Bran. Yeah, like these two
It's
guys
also
combo
perfect
together,
mana
like
for Brand. Oh my god, you're funny. It's perfect mana for Brand.
so.
Maybe you were thinking of that. But like,
I think
okay,
I feel like
so-
that
okay,
combo
hold on.
would be what Colton
Hold
said,
on.
right? Like that's just like you just like put both of them down that combo and you just kill the guy. That's just a instant like OTK type
So it's
deal.
a 10 mana combo.
Now, is
This
this its current health or its max health?
No,
it's
it's
just
the
current,
current health.
I think, yeah.
The way it's read.
Current health?
Yeah.
The way it's
Okay.
read. So okay, I think it's good. The problem is, I think Hearthstone's too fast. If you could get to
Yes.
turn 10,
Yeah.
and combo this with Brand, and you're playing against other slower decks,
Mhm.
this is very strong because you could like, this is
Warrior,
targeted,
though.
untargeted removal.
Warrior.
But yes, you could
So-
do that with warrior because
so-
of how much like armor you
You
get.
can, but like I'm saying even now it's still hard to play control decks. I don't know
What does
who
Warrior
plays
have for cost reduction?
I think a big thing is like
not much.
if you have 10 mana,
wait,
they
no,
also have
they
10 mana. So
just lied.
I think there is a lot
Yeah.
more removal on other
They
classes.
also get no, you got something that you guys don't know is that they also get ramp. They get the druid card that increases their maximum mana by 3. It's called
Yeah.
Oh,
spell.
okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so then that would be like mega.
Mm.
So you could do that at turn 7
So-
then.
You can combo 7 mana with a 6 mana card. Or 6 other mana, which
And you could in
No,
theory also do it in
no.
turn 6. It would have
for
to be 4
9
mana,
other
right?
mana.
with 9.
Because you could cast a spell. Because you could cast a spell twice. It's a spell.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can
okay.
increase
Yeah,
your mana
that's
by
true.
3, and then
I
you
think
cast the spell again. It's a crazy.
it's a good card. I think there's too many cards in Hearthstone for it to be balanced.
Agreed.
In
I think it's really
Because
hard
if you-
to like pull off this card.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you can give minions to your opponent. There's multiple different ways you could figure out how to give a minion to your opponent. And if you just hand buff that minion to 30 health, it's a one shot.
Yeah.
Especially
you have
with
to play
9
around
extra
it, right?
mana.
And if you
Especially
don't
with, like,
one
9
shot
extra
them,
mana.
because they, I don't know, do something, you will also have 30 armor. And you
Oh,
will
guys, I
one-shot
just lied. I lied even more. Let's say if you're playing the new. No, listen. I was just trying to think of all the combos with this card. The new dragon that comes out with Emerald Dream, at the start of the game, if it's in your deck, increases your maximum mana to 15. So then you also play the spell that increases by another 3, so that's 18, and then 21. So you have 21 maximum mana.
Oh yeah.
That's the dream. The Emerald dream.
I like this card. I think this card is very, very cool, but I don't think that it's insane. I don't think it's like crazy like Sion
Mhm.
because of the
There's
fact that
definitely
it's-
combos. There's
there's
definitely
trying to
combos.
think-
It's just very hard to pull off because Hearthstone
Yes.
is so much faster.
Well,
Yes.
if this was like a 5/5 for
but it's also just really good removal.
it is. No, yeah, absolutely.
It reminds me
Is
of the
there
bomb
any
dude. It
reason
reminds
to
me of the
not
bomb
put
dude.
this in a deck?
I think you would always have this in your deck as the
No.
contingency factor.
And
if
the
it
fact
gets
that it's
to
a
that late.
legendary also means it's more pay to win.
Buddy,
'Cause if
put
this
the
is in
correct
every
cost
deck-
here. This is crazy.
Like,
Because
Yeah,
it's
I was
just
gonna
like,
say,
you
like,
put the right cost here.
Yeah.
You really thought about the cost on this card, because if it was one more, it's unplayable, and if it's one less, it's broken.
it's broken. I
I
was
was
gonna
just thinking
say,
about
like,
this.
even if you dropped like the health and attack and did, but like the effect is what
the
really makes
effect
it
is
like
all that
stand out.
matters.
Yeah, exactly. It
This
doesn't
is
matter
just
about the
another
health and shit.
playable card.
It is a
we're
very
not-
good card.
I'm not trying to stroke it too much. This is just a playable card.
I
Okay.
feel like
Yeah.
this is just in every single warrior control
Agreed.
deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you get
Just-
if you can get
okay,
to late
so-
game, I
but
think it's
so
a good
would
late game
Sion
card,
be.
yeah.
I think Sion would be also in every
Agreed.
control warrior deck too. So I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
like that it'd be in the same.
I
the
just
same
think
aspect.
Sion is a lot more.
Dude, it's a removal. This is Sion's removal plus
Yeah.
save health.
Yeah.
And then you save more health because and then if it's not, it's fucking 5 to the dome. Like what the
And
fuck?
Sett is removal, and you deal damage and gain health.
Exactly.
So it's once again what Warrior wants. So like it's just a playable card in Warrior.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
we
I
ready
think
for
I
the
think
next
it's
card?
just. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Hell
You
yeah.
gotta put like a time. You gotta put a time limit on it.
It's,
Yeah,
it's,
you
it's
gotta
alright.
give
It's
us
alright.
time
If we're
limit.
having fun, it doesn't
And we
matter.
get-
Okay. Now,
Okay,
have you
okay,
guys
okay.
guessed that this is Kirk's pack? Somehow he chose his own pack with the number.
Fulton's, yes. he did.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
Fulton,
right.
you mean.
Well, here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
Bro,
Next
I'm
card.
the best. Like,
Kirk.
Actually, it's Kirk's turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
you can't
Lulu,
do that.
the Fey Sorceress. Damage spells you cast on friendly minions give them health instead.
Okay, one question. What happens if your heal spells do damage? Because there's a priest card that makes all healing do damage.
Then that would just give them health instead. Then that's how it would work. 'Cause
Exactly.
If it dealt damage, it would.
So, 2 mana Lulu, you have health dealing damage already, and then entire board Circle of Life. 0 mana card, +4 health on all your units, -4 to all enemy units. Board wide.
So would that double 4 on the with Lulu?
Oh, it heals your units for 4, but
And
it
then you
wouldn't
gain 5.
because you have all healing do damage. So it would give your minions 4 health and deal
So-
4 damage to all enemy minions.
I
Okay, yeah.
think the way. Okay, I think you were reading. I think the way you're saying it is how maybe Tiri wanted it, how it worked, maybe. But I think how it reads is actually you have to target your minions. So I think if your healing spells were doing damage and you did an AoE, it would still deal damage to your minions because of how it reads. It says damage spells
It
you
says
cast
cast, not target.
on. No, it says cast on. So that would mean you're basically targeting.
Then that would mean Yogg Saron can work. Because Yogg casts spells. So if he casts an
Brew.
area of effect
That's-
spell on friendly minions, how would that work?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm trying to. He's
Okay.
trying to ask me.
Because I said I
Say
can't
Yogg
clarify
cast-
some mechanics.
Like, what's an easy one? Say Yogg casts swipe on your minions.
Yeah.
What happens? Do they all gain 1 health and the one that it was cast on gain 4 health?
No, they
'Cause it's
all take
cast
damage.
on your friendly
They all take damage.
Because
They
Yogg
all take
cast.
damage.
No,
No. The way it reads is literally you. So, if Yogg casted a spell, it would kill your minions.
Let me clarify. If your Yogg casts a spell that does like swipe onto your minions, it would do what Colton
should-
says. But it has to be your Yogg Saron.
Yeah. Because if you play Yogg Saron, you are casting the spells Yogg casts.
Okay, but in Hearthstone's history, that's not how it's worked. Like literally, if
S-
Yogg is casting the spell, if you have an aura effect, it does not transfer to Yogg. That's how it works. So how this reads is that you have the aura effect, not Yogg. So when Yogg casts a spell, he will cast a spell on your minions and kill your minions. The way Lulu works, if it's with how it's read, it's you, not Yogg Saron.
So how if it were to be the Yoxron effect, how would you word it differently then?
So if you want it as an aura effect, it would read damage spells that you cast give your minions health instead.
Okay.
Your friendly minions health instead. Not cast on them. Because
So it's the
wait,
on.
this
It's
is
the on. That's the biggest
it's
word.
the on. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
it's on is making that work that way.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I guess for purpose of this, I designed this card, thinking about Yoxron.
You cast.
So I'm really happy Colton found it. But it
Word
should be
as
it should be how
um,
Colton explained it. The on is,
Okay,
is
you
the
can
okay.
problem
word it
part.
as friendly
Yep.
minions that take damage from spells you cast gain health instead.
Yeah,
That's a great
probably
word.
the
Yeah.
right way.
I will say that's a
That's
good
true.
wording.
That's
I
how you do
wrestled with
it.
the
Yeah.
wording of this card a little bit, but that is a good wording. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Awesome. Nice.
Really
But-
cool card though.
Hell yeah.
Next-
If it works that way, hold on. If it works that way, because we just were arguing
Would it
about
be
how
too
the
insane
word-
at 2 mana?
Yes,
Please
I
test-
think I
yes.
feel like
what's the card,
this is
Kirk?
too low. This is too
What is
low.
the card
Double. I
for
think it's Inner Fire. What is it?
these?
There's a
Increase
2 mana card that
health
doubles your spell. Yeah,
damage.
I don't know.
Let's. I got it. I'm googling.
Like, should it be like a 1/2 for?
This should
like,
be on a 5
Okay.
drop minion. This should
This
be
is
on
a 4 mana
Damn,
Draenei.
really that much?
So it's
Okay.
Okay.
so there is a
I was
4
gonna say
mana
4, yeah.
Draenei card that says your cards and powers that restore health now deal damage instead. So there's that.
And it's 4 mana. What's the? Is it just a
It's
spell
4
or
mana
is it
3/5.
a 3/5? Yeah. Okay.
And it's also a Draenei or whatever the
There's
fuck you say
a-
that.
Draenei.
I know you're pulling for a lot of cards here, but there would be like if it's called like Inner Focus or something like that. But anyway, if we did like a damage spell that dealt damage to our minions, we doubled it, then cast Inner Fire, and then just smoke somebody for 30, it would feel so awful. Like
Holy
at 2
Fires
mana,
plus-
it's just
plus
too
5,
it's too little.
Heal
You-
5.
This has to be changed. This
Gotcha.
has to be changed.
So this is insanely broken. You're saying?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not.
You
it's not
cannot
fair.
allow
It's not
Priest
fair.
to do damage with healing
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also buff his minions.
and all.
That's
Yeah.
too far. There is a card that allows you to do damage with healing. It is a 4 mana 3/5.
Because when he said the first thing, he's correct. If it's an aura effect, if you go Lulu into it would literally be a 2 mana board clear,
Yeah,
That's
'cause
crazy.
Circle of Healing
Yeah.
is 0 mana.
and
Yeah.
then also plus give your minions plus 4 health. What?
Yeah. That's pretty crazy for 2
No,
mana.
that's
And also, the
that's
crazy
Like
thing
turn-
is-
like- Yeah.
There is
It
a
has to be
warlock
higher.
card called Hellfire. It does 3 damage to everything on the board, including you and your opponent.
that's
This
3
is
mana.
2 mana, deal 4 to the enemy, and gain 4 health to everything on your side. Like,
Yeah, this is a little.
this is a little.
Un-
it's a little-
Unfortunately, it's all
actually,
cracked.
that specific one wouldn't work because it's like it targets the
So,
board. It doesn't target like
for-
your side or anything.
4 is leaning on probably
So-
balanced.
I would. Well, would we say for lore purposes? I think that with Lulu, like, not very powerful. I would think that still one.
what
like,
if,
still have everything. 4 costs like 1/3 or 1/4.
What if
like,
it's not a minion?
think that-
What if Lulu gives you a weapon that is like
True.
a 0/5 picks, and it's every time. It's whenever you cast a damage spell on a friendly minion, it gives them health instead. Remove 1 durability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That could be something. So it could be. Would that still be like a 4?
I don't
want
want to give you. I don't want to ruin the cards.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
Like
that this
cast?
card is just
But yeah.
fundamentally like
Insanely
it can't
broken.
be played.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
It is
insanely broken.
broken by itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
But
It
that's
comes
There
only
might
because
be
of the
more
well
broken
with
cards. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay,
Are you guys
okay,
ready for the
And
next
that's
card?
the best part.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go. It's gonna be Kirk's turn. Not Kirk's. Colton's turn again. All right. Are you
Let's do
this
it.
card?
Alright, we got Jhin the Virtuoso. Okay, 4 mana 4/4. Obviously, he's epic, so he can have 2. After this attacks 4 times, destroy the enemy hero. Is neutral. Okay. Huh.
Question.
Yeah.
Does Jhin
If-
need to attack
no,
four
no.
times, or does that minion need to attack 4 times?
No, Jhin has
So
to attack
if
4
there
times.
is 2 Jhins on my board,
Mm.
and I attack 1, 2, 3, 4, is that enough?
No, each Jhin after it attacks will get a counter, so they're both individually.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
I like it.
it
It-
would
it fits the lore.
be. What's the combo here?
But I don't think it's
There's
like
an
super insane broken.
elemental that gives Mega Wind Fury. And
Okay,
there's
yeah,
No.
but I don't know combos.
No. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
there
about
is.
it. There is a comment.
And
no,
then there's
it
the
gives
3/5.
Wind Fury. It gives Wind Fury dudes Mega Wind Fury. So
yeah,
you have
and
to
then
give
there's
this
the
Wind Fury.
3/5 that gives adjacent minions Wind Fury.
Yeah, but
But
that means
what's the
okay. But
mana
how do you
cost of this stuff?
get this? Yeah, exactly. How do you get that out though? And get this?
Because this would
Well, you
I'm trying to
see
think
it's
about
a
that.
neutral card.
Yeah.
it would have to
So
be a
you
2-turn.
could play
like,
Druid.
kill.
You could play Rogue. You could play
Adjacent
Rogue.
minions.
What
Oh,
happens
yeah,
if you
it's
pick the
5,
card
6.
up?
You reset the counter.
You reset
the
it?
counter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know you can do it in Druid. I know that 100%.
Probably Druid and Shaman would really like this card.
This
If
would
we're
turn
talking about
into
Wind
a
Fury.
this would turn into a deck archetype.
Yeah.
This would turn
this
I
into
is
think
a
it would be
combo.
like a.
This is
I
a
think
one
this would
shot.
be like a two-turn combo. Like you would need
Also,
to set
this
it up
is quite
and then
literally
put it down and do
Fiora
it.
from
So- Jay, the only thing is, I think Colton is correct.
oh no,
This
it's
is played
attacked 4
with
times.
this is played with the 7. It's either a 6 or 7, but it's a 6 or 7 5/6 that gives
Yep.
minions adjacent Wind Fury, and then there's a elemental that gives Wind Fury creatures Mega Wind Fury and then attacks. So I think
It's there.
it-
I don't
it's
think it's
there.
played in any other way though.
but I don't know how for this to just stay on the board
Yeah.
and not die
Yes.
for 1 turn.
It
Agreed.
has a combo. I don't think it can be played out of the combo though.
I agree.
It'd be a
Like,
crazy
I completely agree with
arena
that.
card.
Fair enough.
This would be a crazy
That would
arena
be a
card.
crazy like yeah. True.
This would be the craziest
and-
arena card.
Also, there is a card in Legends of Runeterra that is Fiora. If she hits the enemy nexus or the enemy like actual health pool 4 times, she kills them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So it is a bit close, but it is original.
It's
and I
it's
like...
it's a card called Fiora something.
It's just Fiora, the champion.
It is
card.
just Fiora in Legends of Runeterra.
Literally Fiora.
Oh, in Legends of Return.
The
Okay,
champ-
gotcha.
the
gotcha,
champion,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Huh.
she hits the enemy health pool 4 times, she kills it because it's riposts. Like she'll hit the
Fair
4
enough.
vitals,
All right,
and
Jay.
then it kills them.
We're gonna go for the last card here, okay?
All right.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh my.
All right. What? So this is an epic. This is Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 mana. Bomba. Deal 2 damage to a minion. Costs 1 less for each time a friendly minion attacks. If this costs 0, destroy a minion. And your hero yells Bomba.
So this is removal for pirates.
I love this card so much, but there's like
But it's just aggro removal.
yes, but also
It's real. It's
I
zero
wish
mana
it
aggro
did-
removal.
I don't want to change your cards, Turi, but I wish this did 2 damage to 3 minions,
Mhm.
like 1 in the middle, 2 to the side.
To the
'cause
side, yeah.
that
Sort of effect.
it would then cost 3, I would assume, and then if this costs 0, destroy a minion.
So you would basically bump this up to 3. Now, to be
Yeah.
just to clarify, it doesn't like you replace the deal 2 damage to a minion with the destroy minion. Basically, that's what happens. Yeah.
Yep.
So in your example, I thought you meant like it did damage and then it also destroyed whatever minion. Something I wasn't too. I don't think I understand what you.
Okay,
meant,
so-
actually.
You-
basically
So
same thing,
instead
but
of
Can I
three
ask
mana.
dealing 2 damage.
Can I ask something first?
Yeah, go for it. Mechanics wise. Sure.
So, it's dealing 3 damage. Do you think that the reasoning is that there is a lot of neutral monsters that have 3 health, like with taunt and stuff? Like, is that do you think, or is 2 damage just not like? Do you
2 is
think 2
very
damage is
too no. It's too low.
it's too low, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2 is too low.
I understand. Okay. Yeah. So it would
So it
do
needs to
3
deal
damage,
3, and then
3 on the
spread.
sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
instead, if it goes to 0, it goes to destroy targeted minion then? Like
Yeah.
it still does the 3 damage to 3 minions. Deal 3 damage to a minion and its neighbors. And then when it costs 0, destroy targeted minion.
Yeah.
And then it would do 3 damage to 2 minions beside it. If
Yeah.
that's how it's, if we're talking about how it's written, that's how it would work. If
Would that be 2? Is that still 3 mana, or is that too much?
no, because then you have to,
Yeah.
because attacking with 3 minions is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
but
That's such a
it's pirates.
But it could be aggro.
I-
Yeah,
I
We're
aggro
just
don't-
playing
warrior. I
warrior
feel.
pirates, man. You're attacking with
I'm
3
gonna be
minions
honest.
on turn 1.
if they have a taunt, then okay, I'll literally tell you this. If they have a taunt for pirates,
You
this
have
is
no.
garbage.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
have
this
no
is
dudes.
garbage.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. You have no dudes. That's right.
This is for attacking over things and
But it's
killing
only
things.
garbage if it's not activated.
Yeah, but you have to use your
'Cause
dudes. To
If it's not
kill
active,
your
okay,
guys.
2 damage to a minion. I'm just saying this
No.
would be better if it was spread. And if it was spread, I think it's actually amazing because it still does the same shit.
I feel
I-
like
I
I
feel
feel like
Destroying
3
an
damage.
aggro, I feel like is just so good because if they have a taunt, they don't. If they have
True.
multiple taunts, then it's worse, obviously.
I'm just saying if they have a taunt, this card doesn't do anything. It's gonna
But it
you
does if
have
it's
to
activated, because then the taunt is dead.
they can't activate it if I have a taunt. Period. They have to now destroy my minion. And if they're already destroying my minion, then this card doesn't do anything anyway. See what okay. If they this is a card that reads I'm attacking over your minions and then destroying a big one. If I have taunt, this doesn't do anything.
And I think that's where we're reading it differently. Because in my head, this is always activated. Because
If
I am thinking pirate.
you
warrior.
have 3 minions, you pass it to me. I play taunt. It still costs 2. Maybe it should reduce for the only each time friendly minion attacks cost 1 less. This turn. No, so yeah, this literally will cost 2. And if you attack, you have to tack into my taunt. So you're destroying your minions anyway, which is exactly what I want. And if not, you are then having to use like a 3-for-1 because you're using this card too. No, a taunt literally shuts this card off. This is just a attack over the cards and destroy a minion. If not, this is a removal spell for a control deck. I feel like this is more of a removal spell for a control deck if we're spreading. I just don't see it doing 2 different things.
See, I do also kind of agree with Kirk where like I feel like you do need to attack first to reduce it because it says costs 1 less this turn each time a friendly minion attacks. So I feel like you need to at least attack 2 to 3 times before you actually get the cost of 0. So I'm not quite sure exactly how you're saying it, Colton, how you think that it's always at 0. Because I do kind of understand where it's like if you have a taunt, you would have to attack the taunt to get it to 0 to use it, right? So like how can you elaborate a little bit? Because I don't really understand there.
Do you guys want to think about what I think I know what you guys think of the best card in this set is. I assume it's going to be Lulu, right?
Well,
In its current state.
I think
I like Sion.
if you were to put, I would say I don't think
There's
they
going to be
would
best, there's
even
going to be
print the
coolest,
card.
so there's going to be a fan favorite, but in terms of best,
feel like-
worst, and coolest.
Yeah. Are we to say this is the best card if it wouldn't even be put into the game in its current state? I don't think like this card would ever be printed the way it is.
It's if it goes in, then let's say it gets nerfed after, right?
Okay, if it goes in current state, absolutely, this is the most broken card you'll show us through it today. Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
What, Lulu?
Yes. If
Yeah,
it goes in the state it is in, yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
100%.
100%.
What do you guys
That's
think
the most
the
broken card to show.
worst card of the 5 I've showed you is?
Bomba.
Bomba's the worst?
Yeah.
Do we have a second person to... Because we need at least 2 people to agree on that. Unless you guys want to debate a different card.
Okay, If Jhin doesn't have a combo to kill somebody, it's Jhin.
I would say
but
It's
if it's
Jhin.
not, it's Bumba.
It's Jhin.
I think
Like
it's
I
Jhin or Bumba.
understand.
I think
I would say
even if there is a combo with Jhin, I don't think it happens fast enough.
Okay, fair
So which
enough.
one's more useless, do you think? Bumba or Jhin?
I think Jhin.
I would
I'm
say
gonna
Jhin
say
If we're
personally.
talking, if we're gonna talk about Bumba in its current state at 2 mana, it does nothing as is. I think. So I think genuinely, you wouldn't even put this in a deck, probably.
So,
I think you could literally make Jhin as a archetype as a deck.
You,
like
you could make a deck
build
around
deck,
Jhin for sure.
but you wouldn't even put Bumba in a deck. Is what I'm
I
saying.
personally just don't actually really know like I don't know enough to rate Bomba
Mhm.
because I don't really understand what Colton was saying. So it's like if there is a way of doing it, like I really don't know enough cards. But like I feel like Bomba in this here just doesn't really like I feel like this is just like something that you're going to use like turn 6, turn 7, like it's something way later because
even
you
then,
need dudes to attack,
like,
and at that
if
point
it's
there's
2
probably just
mana,
shit better.
2 damage, it's really bad.
But
Like if it's not doing enough, if it's doing 2 mana 2 damage, and then if it's in your hand and
I
you're
just
just
feel like
waiting to like
at like 6,
attack,
7 mana you could probably
Yeah.
for sure get it to zero really easily. But at that point I just don't know if at 6, 7 mana there's just shit that's better.
so I'm gonna need 2 votes on Bumba or 2 votes on Jhin.
two votes on Jhin.
2 votes on Jhin. All right, we'll go
Yeah.
with Jhin. Okay. And do you guys have a
don't know.
coolest card?
I'm gonna say Sett. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm actually, it's definitely Sett. Sett's like very cool.
All right. Okay, 2 votes on Sett.
Sett
Free.
is like
Wait,
the
let's just get
card
everyone's
they
opinion
give
still.
you. Sett's the card they give you for free at the start of the new expansion.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how cool Sett
That
is.
is
True.
Sett.
Yeah.
Like they're like, hey, we give you this one for free so that you'll buy packs and get the rest of our cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go have fun with this.
Yep.
All right.